Hello and welcome again to our channel. Today's news with me Kumar Abhishek, and here is the latest updates coming in from India. Prime Minister Modi reimagines the India's role in the world. Yes, a week into Narendra Modi's second term as India's Prime Minister, he has already signaled his foreign policy vision for the next several years. On May 30, he named Subramaniam Jaishankar to his cabinet. Jaishankar will serve as the powerful Minister of External Affairs. Typically, the post would go to high-ranking party member or political ally. But Jaishankar's former foreign secretary is a technocrat, one of the most respected foreign service officers in recent times. He was India's longest-serving envoy to Beijing, an ambassador to the United States, and a key player in the successful conclusion of the U.S.-India civil nuclear deal under Modi predecessor. Recently, Manmohan Singh said he is not even a member of Bharatiya Janata Party, and his appointment underscores Modi's patent for wholeness, especially when the stakes are high. By elevating Jaishankar to Minister of External Affairs, Modi has made it clear that in the coming years, India will prioritize foreign policy on the global stage. This comes at a time when escalating tensions between the United States and China are shaking up the world order. At the same time, US and India relationships may hit a rogue patch over growing disagreement on trade-related issues. The decision by US President Donald Trump's administration to end tariff exemptions on $5.6 million worth of Indian exports is just the tip of the iceberg. Although New Delhi has said it will continue to build on our strong ties with the US, both economically and people to people, it is clear that though time lies ahead. As Trump enters election mode, he will continue to focus on trade issues around the world. With his understanding of the American domestic political landscape and his past experience navigating it, Jaishankar is seemingly well placed to pragmatically manage growing US-India tensions. Jaishankar's entry to the cabinet also signals Modi's desire to shift India's regional outlook. Last week, Modi invited representatives from the Bay of Bengal Initiative for Multi-Sectoral Technical and Economic Cooperation, that is also called BIMSTEC, member states to attend his swearing-in ceremony. BIMSTEC includes Bangladesh, India, Myanmar, Sri Lanka, Thailand, Nepal, and Bhutan. And it has been gaining prominence in the Indian foreign policy over the last few years. More than 2 decades old, today it covers around 21% of the world's population alone and a combined gross domestic product of more than $2.5 trillion. But few had heard of BIMSTEC before Modi made it central to his government's regional outreach. Indeed, BIMSTEC has largely replaced the South Asian Association for Regional Cooperation, that is called SAARC, SAARC, which includes Afghanistan, Bangladesh, Bhutan, India, the Maldives, Nepal, Pakistan, and Sri Lanka, and whose representatives were the guests of honor at Modi's last inauguration. The shift signals that the Prime Minister may have given up on engaging Pakistan. When Pakistani Prime Minister Imran Khan called Modi after his recent victory, Modi's response suggested that New Delhi would respond to Pakistani overtures if it sees substantive shift in Pakistan's policy on terrorism. Now, channeling India's regional foreign policy through BIMSTEC underlines Modi's desire to focus on the country's eastern frontier. The Bay of Bengal connects India to its eastern neighbors, not only to its traditional South Asian partners such as Bangladesh, Bhutan, Nepal, and Sri Lanka, but also to Southeast Asia via Myanmar and Thailand. By doing this, Modi has tried to redefine India's strategic periphery, reimagining the country's neighborhood on more favorable terms. Back in 2014, at an SAARC summit in Kathmandu, Modi suggested that the opportunities for regional cooperative would be realized through SAARC or outside it. When his initial outreach to Pakistan failed to yield any substantive change in Pakistan's policy, his government began to emphasize the importance of BIMSTEC. To some extent, that paid off. Some of its countries gave support to New Delhi's call for a boycott of the SAARC summit scheduled in Islamabad in November 2016 after India blamed Pakistan for terror attacks in Kashmir in September that year. As India focuses on Indo-Pacific, BIMSTEC, if creatively engaged, can be an important platform for India to enhance its profile in East and Southeast Asia. Even as India seems to engage in China at a time of geopolitical turbulence, Modi would like to expand India's profile in the wider Indo-Pacific and carve out a stable balance of power in the region. Doing so will be important if India wants recognition as a major power in its own right and not merely as a balance. At the start of his second term, Modi is indicating that he is serious about the foreign policy outlined in his first term. And by entrusting Jaishankar with this assignment, he will likely see it carried through. So this is how Modi is reimagining India's role in the world, and in coming years, Modi's target to prove himself as a world leader, and Modi may also try to dominate the trade policies in the world, in the globe. What do you think about his new foreign policy strategy? Please share your thoughts in the comment box, and we will come back again with some different news, different updates. Till then, keep watching today's news, and if you are watching us on YouTube, please do subscribe our channel, and please don't forget to share your comments. Thank you so much. Keep watching today's for more.